Welcome back to part number 10 of my Imperator Rome playthrough 4. The Seleukid Kingdom. We're building out to the Navy, slightly waiting for these units to get back to the boats, and then we'll head off and declare war on Egypt. Alright, the armies have arrived here. I have embarked on this fleet. I'm going to head off in this direction and figure this out as I go. There are quite a few levies that I have available. Mesopotamia comes to mind. Asia has quite a few. Greece as well. I'll probably send that levy off to the fort of Andros, assault it, and then reorganize maybe and see about moving it elsewhere. I should probably call up Persis at present just to get it moving toward the direction of the war. There's some in Assyria that can be had, Thrace, Media as well. So let's call up the levies of Media and Persis. We can call one up right here. And then Media as well. We'll get it as close as possible. Let's say right here. We can't do it. We can, though. We can. Why can't we do it? We don't own it. It's Armenia. That's why. So we'll call it up here. Get them moving in this direction ASAP. I was thinking on stuff to do with my inventions. And I was thinking on saving them for cohorts. But if I look at the map, there's really no need of any cohorts left. Rome is gone, Carthage is crippled. I'm going to probably swing to Egypt, hopefully win a decisive war quick, and then swing to Carthage right after the peace treaty of May of 546. So about 3 years out, that should be the Egyptian war. Swing over here, take a piece out of him, and then at which point in theory we may be able to... well, who knows? That's 550. It's a ways out. Cernasia or various other areas. But the need for cohorts is where is it? I don't see it. So the War of the Spear is the way to close this game out quickly. So there's no real need or need for speed here. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can go there for generals of loyalty there, yeah. But who needs it? Who needs it? We don't need it, and if I do need it, I'll take it. I'll just keep these in the bank and wait. I built a few more cities here just because I feel like building cities. There's one going up here, and one going up there. Here in this area, as well as, I believe, here. We've arrived here. I've left a merc stack and our first taxis of Macedonia. Let's get on our way over here, and then we will declare the war. There are quite a few forts up in this direction, but not a lot here. So I'll probably drop the armies here and have them disperse. Maybe bring the fleet back up here to pick up these various units that are going to be called up, the levies, and bring them down here so they can go deep into enemy territory without having to extract. I'm going to call up the Mesopotamian levy presently, and yikes, split it in half perhaps, and have, well, we'll send it up here. We've arrived here. Let's see if we can choose a war goal. Phrygia Minoris here looks like a decent choice. Let's do that. Nomali. Boom. Let's call up more levies. We'll invade Kos here. Assault that fort at ASAP, and we can call up one here as well. Go in there. As for this activity, let's... what level fort is that? Level 5 fortification, I see. Let's see. I wonder if we should secure this area before proceeding. We'll just roll over here and get food friendly. And then see about sending our siege engineer. That's what we'll do. We'll go right here. First victory. Let's unload here. Looks like we found a proper Taxus here, the 4th Taxus. What he's doing here and not there, they must have wrapped this up long ago. So, what is our situation relative to the Syrian levy? Not looking good. A 4-man with about the same strength as this Taxus. I don't see any action here. So, why not divert down in this direction? Let's assault these 2 forts. I sent the fleet up, and then we're dispersing. I'm not sure whether the whole dispersing idea is as good a plan as it seems, but we're doing it anyway. The siege of Kos has fallen. Everything appears quiet here. The siege is going well for what it's worth. What is it? Led by a 5-man. We need to swap him out immediately. We'll take 60 PI for 5,000 manpower, surely. All's quiet here. I'm going to call up a levy here and see about maybe engaging this guy. Let's call up one here as well. And start to siege this fort. Swapped out a general here. We may win this. We'll surely win this if we can ever catch him. I think it could well be a victory. Uh-oh. It's over. We're defeated. 78%. No breach. Just waiting. We dropped the siege finally. Let's see where another fort is. There are some pretty far down, but we don't want our Taxus all the way down there. I'm going to deploy the Taxus here, and we'll have these units head down. We'll go here. We'll start that siege as well. Victorious. Let's go and catch this unit. There are far less troops here in Anatolia than I had imagined. We're going to go up here. Let's siege this down, or assault it, in fact. These guys just assaulted that fort. I'm going to put them back on reorganization and then assault this, hopefully. We've taken Memphis. This is an overdub. We have engaged in 2 battles, and we'll win them both, surely. And assault that fort, I believe. We seem to have stepped in it here, unfortunately. Gonna bring these guys down, perhaps, instead of assaulting those forts. Looks like Alexandria fell. Have a straggler gonna stumble into that larger army and probably get stack wiped, hopefully. We have a fair amount of occupation done. This army needs to get dealt with. Something going on there. I think we're turning around, yep. Stole that merc. And I think we need to get to Carthage. So I'm thinking about piecing out, perhaps. I just realized the date. We have about 1 year to stand down this effort and make it over to Carthage for the truce settlement. The end of the truce is about 1 year off, so I'm going to make peace with Egypt and then swing over there, provided I can get an equitable deal. I probably can. There's a cool 100 right there. We can take this, the deltas, and 1 feudatory, I believe. Or not. What we want with the money? Couldn't say. I'll take it anyway, though. I stood down those levies and got, I think, 30 military experience, which is unusual for me. Let's build this lighthouse here, see what happens. I'm going to take an army weight modifier here. The plan is to get out of this area, pick them up with the fleet, head down here to the deltas, pick these mercs up. I'm going to head over to Carthage. I didn't really look at the aggressive expansion that I took, but it must not have been much because... Be surprised. I'm going to check exactly how much I did take. Looks like we took a whopping 8. Hopefully we'll take another 8 from Carthage. We've conquered Heliopolis, the place where the Ben stone is being held. I intend to take it to our capital. There it is. And now it is in the sanctuary of Thessaloniki. At least shortly will be. Bones of Alexander stay in Alexandria. And we get 6 stability. We all made it back to Alexandria with just a bit of food to spare, but a bit of food is a bit of food, which turns out to be enough. Let's go here and start the war. After a brief stop in Carthago to top off the food, we're here, we're ready. Let's declare the war. It's on. I'm going to leave 22k here, assault this fort, and then trudge over to this territory here and see how that goes. We may have to turn around, I'm not sure. Let's head to his new capital. We'll go for bigger and better. Or we could take 5k, we'll go bigger, better. We're going to drop on his capital in this fort here. Let's see if we can use our proper siege taxes here. And maybe we'll assault this other fort away here. Boom, that assault fell. Let's head over here. Take that area over as well. And head that merc down here. We're going to head over here and take this fort, hopefully. We've engaged this levy. We're looking to spread out here as well. His capital has fallen. Boom, just bought this merc off. Who are you? Let's get back here. We just dropped this siege. I think this guy was trying for an end around to go at that merc. He's going to get a... Well, he's going to be in for a rude awakening, that's for sure. Assaulted that fort. We took this over as well. Another merc joins the cause. We have the money, why not pay? Assaulted another fort here. I'm going to spread these mercs out. They're not feeling well, but they don't have to be if there's no one around. We'll take the stability here. I wonder... Was a route. We're headed back toward home base here where we can hook up with our fleet and head back to the Eastern Med. Let's see what we can do. There it is, 99 war score. I'll take it. I have quite a motley collection of mercs here, so I figure why not pick them up, and we'll go back and trigger Egypt again. I filed a claim on Sidon, which is a tributary of Egypt, and I can engage Egypt one more time. After which, I think if we still have the stability, which we should, I can go back and hit Rome one last time. We're departing, heading back for the deltas here. Some of these units don't have a particularly high amount of food there, but they'll make it nevertheless. We have arrived here in Alexandria. There are a couple of level 1 forts down here pretty deep, and a lot of open territory as well, with some provincial capitals to be had. I'm going to bring both of my proper taxi up to Anatolia and or here, and leave these mercs down here and then just disband them, as I don't think it's going to take much to deal with Rome, and if it does, we'll just hire mercs that are already in Italia here. Looks good here. We have 65,000 mercs, and then the rest of our taxi will head... Let's see, we're going to try to take this territory here over. We'll go up there. I'm going to call up those large Babylonian or Mesopotamian levies right here. We'll split him in half and send 10. Well, maybe we'll send one here and then one here. We've completed the Pharaoh's Lighthouse. What it does, looks like it gives loyalty of admirals as well as morale. That's nice. Let's declare this war. The rest will sort itself out. Assault that fort away. Found ourselves a couple of battles here. We'll see what happens. Showed yellow, but it's ugly, really. We ran this guy off on morale. We need to get the heck out of this area. Let's disembark for the war goal. These 7 siege engineers should help greatly. Been caught out and defeated. Everything else looks good. We defeated this army, at least in theory. I'll take it. Somehow we were able to maintain this stability. I'm not going to complain. War goes down. Let's head here. We're heading deeper in. There don't seem to be many forces about. Stack wiped an army here. I think we stole his food because we were lower than previously. Stumbled onto a battle here. Winning handily on morale. I have 93 war score. I'm content. I'm going to take this area from down in these snake-like corridors as well as Galilee. This area here. Peace out. As per the plan, I stood down all those mercs and am headed back up here to pick up this Taxus. As we took quite a bit of aggressive expansion in that last war, I think I'm going to go ahead and take proportional agreements and grab 50 PI and 3 diplomatic reputation. It should help me to lower my aggressive expansion while at peace. This is essentially useless. That's not bad, I suppose. And then we'll take general loyalty. Never hurts. We have more on the way. Let's embark these armies and head. We'll go over here to this island, Sardinia, and let the chips fall where they may here. He seems to be at war with Insubria. Our war goal is here. I hired a really big fat merc stack here that is empowered by these grouping of cities I have in this province. This one is almost too large. Maybe for Moria I could use him, but that should about do it, really. I'll take the PI. We had a huge eruption here. The fleet has arrived. I think we can declare the war. Let's do it. Rome is being overrun by the Insubrian tribe. We're going to try to take what we can. I'm going to take this army attrition bonus here. This area is essentially secure. His capital is here, so I'm going to try to siege it down. Let's see who you are here. It's a proper levy. Let's go and invade that. I think he peaced out with Insubria. And it's more for us. Unfortunately, I just assaulted this fort. And this character is on the prowl here. Boom, bought a merc off here. Let's head over here. There's mayhem everywhere. Essentially over for him. There it is, we've done it for 4 AE. I think we have one more quick war. I'm going to trigger him again with his tribal vassal. It should still be valid. It is. These I hired some mercs over here, disbanded the mercs on this side. These guys are not pretty to look at. Their chariots and such don't have very good martial abilities. I don't really think it matters either. Let's declare this war. That there's essentially nothing of Rome left. It's just right here, the green, and then his tribal vassal. So if we declare this war, I think we end him. Close enough for me. If not, let's see if we can buy this merc. Boom. We dropped a siege here via assault. We dropped a siege there as well. That should do it. We should take very little AE, if any, really. That's the whole lot right there. Boom. Alright, as much as I would like to go on, in this game I'm not going to use militant Epicureanism. I think we've already expanded far enough. I haven't used it yet. I'd like to play the Marius 2.0 without any sort of augmentation to unlimited stability. I think it can be done, World Conquest, fairly readily. Anyway, so we're going to have to stand down and just wait like we did in the beginning when the game was just new. And that's what I'm going to do. We'll collect some money, and what we do with it, I'm not exactly sure. I'll be back. I'll surely take the stability here. I moved to Africa here. We're just going to sit around until that aggressive expansion is down to a manageable level. To that end, I figure why not take this one and Diplo relations and something, I suppose. I was hoping that was Diplo Rep. It's not, though. It's essentially irrelevant. I just laid some claims on a lot of these tribes up in this area here, so I can sweep them all in one massive high aggressive expansion stability draining event of about 5 or 10 years. I'll take 55 PI for 5,000 manpower any day. Passing some time, built out to my navy, split my 2 armies into 3, essentially 6 and 12. Shuffled some pops about, spending a little money. I can't spend it fast enough, essentially. This pop-up came up for 6 stability. It pops us up to what could be called a reasonable level. I spent all of my PI. Essentially, I upgraded some wonders. The Noble Wonder I upgraded here to level 4, the Government Traditions. We now have a 10 or 0.10 Corruption tick, Loyalty tick, and Governors. If I take a random provenance with this 33 stability, say in the recently conquered territory of this area here by Stasis, let's see. It looks to be highly loyal at 100% 0.13 up. Let's take here, for instance, another 0.13 up. That would probably be because the citizens and nobles are augmented from our wonders. Let's see exactly the truth of it. Hellenic Roman citizen, 64% loyal. Hellenic Roman noble, reasonably loyal. Western Delta, recently ravaged, raised for gold, still 0.37 up. So really the only thing that I need with stability is the 20 threshold to declare a war. And in theory, the lower the stability is, the more I get for free. So Carthage is still somewhat powerful relative to his neighbors, or its neighbors. So if I take more war score out of Carthage, he won't be consolidating any of these Iberian tribes, and I won't have any trouble with these guys, and can mop them up at my leisure, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Another 6 stability for 10 PI, surely I'll take it. Boom, a breakthrough. That gives us 2. Let's see what we can get for our troubles here. We can skip this whole lot here. Don't need it. Don't need it. Don't really need it per se. War score cost is always nice, although not relevant in this situation. Aggressive expansion 0.04 and tyranny is nice as well. Let's do it. Troops have arrived here. I have some mercs to deal with this situation here. We should be able to declare, and will. This war is over really before it starts. It's just a matter at this point of juggling the provincial loyalties and stability. Bountiful harvest will take stability. And it is over for him. I'm going to take another load of aggressive expansion, unfortunately. I took this as a client state, so I need to improve his opinion. And I left the territorial provenance with our claim, so we still have a valid claim and we can declare war at our leisure. Carthage is essentially gone from at least Iberia. We have a fair stability, which probably means we should carry on. The question is, do we carry on here, or carry on there, or here, or there? We presently have a truce with Egypt, but by the time we get back it will be over and we can engage them directly. They are presently allied with Thrace and Bulimia. I filed a claim on Thrace. I didn't have to. Andros, Kos, and Sidon now. It's got to be Egypt. Let's evacuate this area and head back. I built out to the fleet slightly, built theaters and temples in our new territories. I'm going to head over to Egypt. That's about a half an hour in, is what I'm hinting at here. We're about done with the episode. I shoveled some pops about here, flushed out these cities in this area. Going to build more aqueducts. Emptied the territories essentially around here. It's quite easy to get the pops here. It was starving for a little while, so some of the citizens moved out, but it was a bump in the road. We've got them back there, topped out the capacity, and food is no longer an issue, at least so much. With that having been said, I hope to see you in the next episode.